Alright, this is my battle against soloflucky7, another YouTuber, and we got in contact by MSN, and we just got into a battle. So he starts with stockpiling Torterra, which I've never actually seen before. And I just go for the Ice Punch because of the transfer weakness, but after stockpile it doesn't really do a whole lot. And then he goes for the Leech Seed, which is really irritating because this is just completely random pokes he was using in this team, but it's still a pretty good battle. So I know that I can't really hit this Torterra too hard now, and I didn't really want to risk it, so I just go for the Toxic to wear it down. And then he sets up the light screen while I set up Stealth Rocks. And then we just go into this huge stall war thing, which I will know I'll pretty much lose because he has a Leech Seed off me. And then he decides to go for the stockpile too. And after that, the Ice Punch just basically doesn't even do anything anymore. But luckily for me, I have Toxic off. And Leech Seed continues to wear me down. So then I finally see his last move. I just wanted to stall up to see it, and it was Wood Hammer, which was pretty good because I had a guy who can resist it and just set up. So then the Toxic is wearing down, the Leech Seed is killing me, and I finally decide, and knowing his last move, I decided to switch out into Venusaur for the times 4 resistance. And the fact that it can't get Leech Seed off of me anymore just makes it so this Torterra really can't do anything to me anymore. So I just go for the Swords Dance so I can set up and possibly sweep. And he gets a misplay, I think, right here and just goes for the light screen again, but I think he just realized he couldn't do anything, so he just sneaked the move. And finally the Torterra goes down and he goes back into Superman, and I thought I was faster than it. So I tried to sneak powder it, but this thing turns out to be faster, and after the battle we talked and he said it was either Choice Specs or Choice Scarf. I'm not really sure which at this point. So I switch into Registeel, and then he switches out into Zangoose and protecting the Toxic, and which is really good for him because he gets a free switch. And then he just close combats for the kill. And down goes Registeel. So then I sent in Melodic to revenge kill it, and I just Hydro Pump the thing. And because Melodic is so awesome, it's a pretty good special attack and you can kill the Zangoose. Next he switches into Altaria, and I thought it was a Dragon Dancing one, so I switched in Yoshi. But then he switches out into Medicham, and then I switch back into Altaria, expecting close combat or something. But instead he goes for the Thunder Punch, and Altaria's bulk that does about a third. No, more than a third. So he Thunder Punches me again, and I go for the Roost. And thinking after Dragon Dance I would speed it. I just go for the Dragon Dance here. But unfortunately for me, Medicham is pretty fast with a Choice Scarf, so I just Thunder Punches me to kill. And then I switch in Yoshi just to get some damage on this thing. While he Thunder Punches, it does less than 100, and I just use counter to get a major damage off of it. And I expected a switch here, so I just went for the Body Slam to hit whatever when it came in. Turns out it's that Walling Altaria again. And Body Slam does, I don't know, not very much against it. Then he goes for a Roost now, knowing that his Altaria can wall me all day. And I get the Paralyze off the Body Slam. So I just go for the Body Slam again, hoping that he'd get a Power Hacks, but this is an Altaria that has Heal Bell, so he gets the Paralyze off. And knowing that he was gonna Roost again, so I switch into Ludicolo. And knowing that he didn't want to lose Altaria, I go for the Hydro Pump to hit whatever came in hard. And he switches into Jinx. And because Rico has a pretty good special attack, is able to kill the one-hit KO the Jinx. Then he switches in back in Medicham, and I go back into Yoshi to wall the thing. And yeah, the Thunder Punch still didn't really do anything. So then, knowing that he won't, Medicham can't do much against it, he switched into his Azumarill, and that thing could have given me problems. And with huge power and super power, I really thought it wouldn't have survived, but this is why I love Yoshi. It survives with 22 HP. Freaking epic. And with that much damage on Yoshi, it pretty much kills the Azumarill with counter. So that was a big relief. Then it goes back into a Nagi Pow, and Yoshi was dead anyway, so I just left it in. And then I go back into Mirage to revenge kill it. And I went for the Ice Beam because I knew his last guy was Altaria, and I didn't want to do an unnecessary switch and give him a loose. So then I Ice Beam and kill it for the win. So good game, soloflucky7. Comment, rate, subscribe, guys. See you later.